is coverage you can count on. WGAL News 8 Today starts now.
Good morning at 6 o'clock on Tuesday morning. We're glad you're here. I'm Matt Barcaro.
I'm Caitlin Smith. Let's take a look at the stories that we are following across the Susquehanna Valley this morning. News 8's Jake Reyes is taking us inside the mailroom in Lancaster County, showing us the holiday rush. And News 8's Gabrielle Thomas is reporting from York this morning on how to cope with seasonal depression.
News 8's Jay Scott Smith is in Lancaster with what a council person says she'll bring up tonight about what's happening at city parks. And right now we're taking a live look over York. You can see the fog is still with us this morning, and it could take a little bit to shake this off. Let's go to Regina and Chief Meteorologist Christine Ferrer.
All right, good morning. And we are dealing with fog once again this morning. We still have that damp ground from all the rain that we got and the snow that we got in some areas just the other day. So let me show you what we have currently. There are a few showers still on the map, mainly coming through Juniata, Perry counties as we speak, and that is with a cold front. So as that front slides by, visibility should improve this morning, and temperatures are really going to pop this afternoon into the 50s. Right now, it's not all that cold. We have some 30s, we have some 40s on the map, but typical lows should be in the 20s at this time of the year. There's your visibility in miles, and it's been changing in some spots, improving greatly, in other spots getting a little worse. I think Franklin County, Regina was confirming that is one of our foggiest spots with visibility down to a quarter mile. And as for our forecast today, we're going to get into the 50s for our highs. Temperatures tail off into the 40s this evening, but overall, mildest day of the week. Enjoy it. I'm going to go out for a walk.
I was going to say, looking at the glass half
nice.
full. And when do you think the fog will kind of go away? After a few hours?
Next couple of hours.
Okay, that's
I think
good.
It gets better. I mean, it's been getting better now,
Yeah.
but definitely by the mid-morning commute.
I love that. All right, Chrissy, thank you. And good morning, everybody. It is Tuesday, 6:01 on the clock. Hopefully you're having a nice Tuesday morning, getting ready for the Christmas and holidays season coming up. Right now, across the Susquehanna Valley, pretty quiet though. Want to get to this incident in Lancaster County in Earl Township. Doesn't look like it's impacting traffic too much at this hour on New Holland Road at Peters Road. And what we were talking about, the fog, PennDOT camera over York County. You can see very foggy from our vantage point on Interstate 83 there of Route 114, but traffic is flowing nicely. No issues that I'm seeing. Drive times Columbia to Lancaster this morning on 30 eastbound. That's a 10-minute drive. E-Town to Lancaster 13. And we'll have another check for you coming up in 7 minutes.
This has been a Lancaster Toyota traffic report.
Right now, the FBI continues to investigate a shooting at the federal courthouse on 6th Street in Harrisburg. U.S. Marshals say a man went into the courthouse and tried to attack an officer with a knife. This was around 8:30 yesterday morning. Authorities say security officers then shot that man multiple times. Now, the man has not been identified, but his last known condition was described as stable. No one else was hurt.
A student and teacher were killed. 2 other students in the hospital after a school shooting in Madison, Wisconsin. Police say the shooter, a 15-year-old female student, died from what's believed to be a self-inflicted gunshot. According to police, a second-grade student called 911 just before 11 o'clock yesterday morning to report the shooting. Police say they are in contact with the shooter's parents.
We are certainly speaking and talking with the parents who are cooperating to determine if they were gun owners and if they had guns. But at this time, again, we're still talking with them. It's been a long conversation, and we appreciate them cooperating with the investigation.
An investigation into the motive for this shooting is still ongoing.
A Lancaster teen is now set to spend 14 months on parole after the district attorney's office says that teen pled guilty to a shooting at a home in the city. Now, the teen had already spent 10 months in custody waiting for this hearing. The DA's office says 17-year-old Javon Taylor shot through a window on the first floor of a home on East Ross Street in August of last year. 2 adults and 4 children were in the home at the time. No one was hurt. Investigators say Taylor will then face 4 years of probation following his parole sentence. And at 6:04, a Lancaster City Councilwoman is calling on the mayor to increase safety measures at city parks.
And she says she plans to bring this up during tonight's city council meeting. News 8's Jay Scott Smith is live in Lancaster with her concerns. Jay?
Yes, good morning, everybody. And the councilwoman is Janet Diaz. Now, she's currently running for mayor, and she says that the issue of syringes being found on the ground in Crystal Park was first brought to her attention during last month's council meeting. Now, she has since called on Lancaster Mayor Deneen Sirache along with Police Chief Richard Mendez to address this issue, saying that it is a failure to protect Lancaster's families. Now, Diaz says one resident told her that he spotted needles on the ground at Crystal Park, and then just this past weekend, Diaz was also told about syringes along with other drug paraphernalia, such as plastic baggies, being found in Musser Park. Now, she attributes this to an increase in drug use along with the ongoing issues of homelessness here in the city of Lancaster, and she feels it needs to be addressed aggressively.
We're having more homelessness issues, we're having more drug addiction issues, and we need to fix it. We can't say we're going to invest in something and then it takes 2 or 3 months or maybe a year before it starts working.
Now, I did reach out to the mayor for comment and have yet to hear back from her, but we did get a response from Police Chief Mendez. He said in a statement, quote, upon review of calls for service to Crystal Park, we've not received any calls or reports specifically related to drug activity at the park. He added, I will ensure that officers are made aware of these concerns so they can increase their vigilance and monitoring efforts in and around the park. Now, the city is going to be holding their final council meeting of 2024, I should say, tonight right here at City Hall. And Diaz says that she will address these issues during the general meeting. Currently here in Lancaster, I'm Jay Scott Smith for WGAL News 8.
All right, we'll have to wait and see what happens at that meeting. Thanks, Jay. Well, a woman is in police custody this morning in connection to the assault and robbery of another woman in West York. But police are still looking for the man that you see here. They say that a 72-year-old woman was walking to her home on Rampart Avenue Thursday after leaving a grocery store. And this is what happened next.
It's the quintessential grandmotherly figure who was literally just trying to get back to her house with her Christmas groceries when these individuals violently attacked her.
Police say the man pushed her to the ground and took her wallet and purse. A neighbor called 911 after seeing that woman on the street.
We now know the identity of skeletal remains found more than a decade ago in Lancaster County. Genealogy and DNA determined the remains are 60-year-old Mitchell Mendelson, who was from Elizabethtown. Now, the cause of his death is still not determined. A hunter found Mendelson's remains on November 1st, 2012, in the woods near Cemetery Road in West Donegal Township.
State police are looking for a missing man this morning who they say may be at risk of harm or injury. Troopers say 77-year-old James Mole was last seen in the area of Winding Lane in Glenville. That was around 5 last night. They say he's driving a maroon 2013 Toyota Highlander with a PA plate that you see here on your screen, ETA 9095.
Time now is 6:07, and seasonal depression can be common during the holidays, and that's why doctors are stressing the importance of getting help.
News 8's Gabrielle Thomas is joining us live in York with ways to help us all cope from this. Good morning, Gabrielle.
Good morning, Matt and Caitlin. Usually people start to feel down when it gets colder or we lose daylight, and that's why doctors are encouraging you to take your mental health seriously before it gets worse. Now, according to Mental Health America, if you are experiencing fatigue or you're feeling sad or you're seeing a change in your sleep pattern, those are signs of seasonal depression. Doctors say because we only have a few hours of daylight, it's important to get outside as much as you can. If you can't catch the sun before it goes down, light therapy is also recommended to boost your mood. Exercising or picking up a new hobby could also help. A clinical psychologist at UPMC says the first step to getting help is talking about your symptoms.
Acknowledging that these symptoms exist does not mean there's something wrong with you. This is just a symptom of trying to figure out, okay, how can I cope better and how can I live better? And again, if we don't treat something, it can have the opportunity to deteriorate into something more significant.
Just remember, you are not alone and help is out there. Reporting live here in York, I'm Gabrielle Thomas, WGAL News 8.
Gabrielle, thank you. A mandatory order to conserve water for Lancaster Water Bureau customers, that's going to end this morning. The city said a buildup of algae, moss, leaves, and twigs on the Susquehanna River blocked water from going into its Susquehanna treatment plant over the weekend, and the height of the river also added to that problem.
We had an increase in the level of the river height that brought in a lot of debris as basically we're flushing the river from all the recent rainstorms.
The Bureau of Water serves the city and also 9 surrounding municipalities, supplying water to 120,000 people.